Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I've got a short but intriguing report that I want to share with you. While I was doing my research earlier today, I came across a chart on zerohedge.com, and this chart literally sent chills up my spine, especially considering what happened in 2000 when we hit the big boom. Well, before I get into the chart, I want to just give a real quick shout out to my partner at TrumpCoin2020.com. Right now, you can get $5 off the Trump coin. I'll toss the image up on the screen. You can see Donald Trump's face on the front and on the back. There are some of his accomplishments and his 0.999 fine silver there. So definitely able to use it and trade it in the future. But this is amazing. Check it out below while they have it available. All right, so back to the report. What I want to do is take you to those actual charts. Now, I found them on Zero Hedge, and the report is called, "If this chart doesn't scare you out of stocks, nothing will." Now, this report goes on to state that Doug Ramsey, the chief investment officer at NobleGold Group, has been on a mini campaign highlighting the parallels between 2000 and 2018. Among the numerous similarities is the elevated valuation of the S&P 500 then and now, which Ramsey illustrates in a chart that he has dubbed as the scariest chart in our database. Now, I'm going to toss it up here on the screen so you can see that chart for yourself, but you can see it's got similarities there to what went on in 2000 when we had our big boom. Keep in mind, we're hitting that big boom again. And then shortly thereafter, come 2006, we had our great fall. So he's saying that this is a major, major thing to be aware of. But that's not the only chart he had. He also throws up another chart in which he claims, and I quote, "It's unfit for family-friendly publication." And it shows how in terms of median price to sales ratio, the S&P 500 is twice as expensive as it was in 2000. So here's that particular chart, and you can see it again shows the medium S&P 500 price sale ratio of about 2.63 times more than double the 1.23 times prevailing in February 2000. So you could see those there. One is higher up there and one is about the same as 2000. So either way, what does this mean in a nutshell? Well, basically, it means overvaluation of the stock market. In other words, if you're an investor in these stocks, then what you're paying for these stocks will eventually not be equal to what they're worth. So the stock prices drop, and here they have paid a lot more than they're worth. If we see another 2000 drop down to the 2007-8 crisis that we all experienced, then that could very well happen. And as a result, those stock investors will then take their companies that they invested in and start laying off people because they have to recoup some of the costs that they lost in the stock market. That is what happens. So even though things are looking good in the American economy, we have to remember that they can flip even overnight. And this is something that we just have to have a heads up about, and which is why I wanted to bring it to your attention. One other article that I wanted to show you real quick is this one from MarketWatch.com. Two stock market broken legs set stage for significant correction, says Morgan Stanley. Now, this is basically what I already talked about, is that correction there. So I guess the ultimate decision is yours. Where are we headed? What do you think is ahead for the economy? And as I said, I don't put it beside the deep state and the globalists to allow some kind of crisis under Trump, economically speaking, because we're still trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. This is something that we're going to have to recoup somehow at some point. It's a continued Band-Aid. And right now, even though we have more jobs on the market and things are looking up, we were not told in history's past. When 2007 and 8 happened, the government didn't tell you. It just happened. When the Great Depression happened, nobody came out and told you about the Great Depression. It just happened, most of which came after a boom. Anyhow, what's your thoughts on this? If you leave them below, I'd love to read them. And don't forget to check out Trump Coin 2020. Thanks again. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.